Mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. Counterparts. This record is entitled A Eulogy. For those still here, I'm uncertain as to when this was released. Have we got comments? We got no comments. 2022 Pure Noise Records. So this is quite a modern record. It's recommended to me by my good friend Joel, so thank you very much. Let me put some respect on your name there, Joel, and capitalise that. 1 second. There we go. We've got 11 tracks on this record. And supposedly it's, Joel is the metalcore guy. He's the metalcore guy, puts me onto a lot of cool metalcore records. I'm expecting metalcore with a plural name. I was in a band one time. Arguably the most important band I played with was a plural band. We were like a crossover thrash act, but so the name didn't actually suit us too much. But I remember a big wave of these bands coming about, plural bands, metalcore bands, and this was like around the 2010s, 2010, 2011, 2012. All of these bands coming out had plural names. Counterparts. I don't know when this band was formed, but it seems to be part of that sort of situation. This first track is 38 seconds. I assume it's an introduction. 7/26/2020, and then we've got Whispers of Your Death. We'll flow it into that one. All right, I'll see you there. Supposedly, this is a little more melodic than some of the metalcore we've had on prior, but it's been arguably quite melodic anyway. We listened to a Atreyu last, and you know there's quite a lot of melody in there. And if anything, when you add a bit of melody to these metalcore sounds, it actually comes across as a little more ignorant, I find. A little more hard, you know. The emotional context and weight sort of applies itself very well to this sound. Whispers of Your Death is coming up next. Have we got an advertisement? Have we got... Damn right we got an advertisement. You know what? I'm debating getting... YouTube, whatever it's called, Red at this point, YouTube, whatever it is, the ad-free one, because not only is it like a bit of a nuisance with the ads, I think it'd save me a lot of time. The amount of time I'm investing watching these ads, like that's a lot of my time gone, to be honest with you. If we look at it, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and I'm watching so many different YouTube videos on this channel each and every day. Whispers of Your Death, let's go. Let's go. Oh my God. This has got a specific sound to it. This is a modern record, but bro, this sound takes me back, man. It's them twinkling guitar lines. Dude, this is like where, oh my gosh, man. There's a sound this band has, or at least within the first 50 seconds, and it's... Dude, this is like when I first started exploring this style of music, and I was a teenager, and it's just bringing me back, man. It's bringing me back. Fantastic. Bruh, yo. This is a first. In the description, we've literally got the publishing percentage of the members of the... Whoa. Whoa. I think this has been an automatic sort of situation from whatever's distributed it. But this is a crazy insight. I mean, I'm a member of Performing Rights Society, so I can just search bands and songs and people's names and see who's got the credits and see who financially receives the, the songwriting credit and publishing credits and all of that. But it takes too long to do around all of that. So it's not like hidden, but music publisher Brendan Murphy. Who's Brendan Murphy? Brendan Murphy gets 50%. So I know it might sound a bit crazy, but this is quite literally, to some extent, who's making the money off of these streams? Who's making the money off of me pressing play on this YouTube video? Who's making the money when you go on Spotify and press play? Brendan Murphy, I assume, is the songwriter as far as the lyrical content is concerned. Jesse, Doreen, Alex Ree gets 12% each. Kyle Brownlee gets 24%. And Tyler Williams gets 2%. Who's Tyler? Tyler Williams might be the producer. Mix and engineer master Will Putney. Who's Tyler Williams? Because he gets 2%. But Tyler Williams isn't credited in the band. That's crazy. That's great. This adds a whole new depth to what we can discuss on this channel, man. That's cool. That's really cool. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. That's the stuff that breaks bands up. That's why it's so interesting, because that's the politics when it comes to it. All of these bands start with a bunch of friends who say, let's create some music, let's do this, that, and the third. And then a decade down the line, when they're all mature adults and have responsibilities coming out of their ass, these percentages count. This is who's going to get rich and famous and who's going to be broke and in submittance to the person who's actually making the money, because it becomes a you need me and I don't need you dynamic, That's crazy. That's crazy. Come on. Great guitar work. Metalcore spoken words. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Little bit of, you can hear the OGs in that. You can hear a bit of Kill Switch Engage, I think. I'm in love with the guitar work. The lead guitar is brilliant. It's really good. Very good. That was Whispers of Your Death.
Adobe is a game changer when it
comes to mullets. We've got Bound to the Burn coming up next. Track number 3. I'm looking forward. This is going to be a very easy listen. Let's keep on moving. Yes now. Bless now. Don't forget to rest now. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Bound to the Burn. Bound to the Burn, bound for the reload. Is track number 3 of 11 of Counterparts record Eulogy, for those still here. Let's jump straight in. Let's go. Get back, Chavi. Come on. Let's go. Good production value, eh? Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. I gotta put some respect on the lead guitarist, man. Lead guitarist. We spoke earlier about publishing rights and songwriting credits and stuff. Bruh, I know how the game works. I know, you know, the lyricist gets the money as far as songwriting, generally speaking. But I think this guitarist is the band, man. I think that lead guitar work is what makes this such a special sound. Really good. It hasn't missed once with that lead guitar. Oh, yes. It's so 2000s, man. Super tight. Super tight. Super tight. Wow. Wow. This is easy listening to me, man. This is a breeze. We've got Unwavering Vow coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Track 4 of 11. This playthrough goes out to Joel, who recommended this via the Patreon. Just puts me on to better and better and better and better music over and over, man. This is really good. This is really good. Unwavering Vow is the title of this one. It's generally not my style of music, but it connects me back to a specific time, man. And nostalgic energy this sound brings to me is incredible. Unwavering Vow, let's go. Come on. Let's go. Hey, I gotta send a message out to Joel on this one. My brother, you had to have had stretched ears. If you didn't have stretched ears, fella, oh, what are you playing at? Bruh, this is straight stretched ears music, man. 2000s. I think you lot in the States call it gauges, innit? Get gauges in your ear and all of that. Oh, do you know a deathcore band called Suffocate? Was it Suffocate with a K? Ricky Hoover on vocals. I used to have stretched ears and I used to buy plugs off of his company made of wood. They didn't smell because they're made of wood. Absolutely fantastic. Come on. Right, I'm gonna do some Despised Icon as well. I never really checked out Despised Icon, and I'm gonna have to do some Despised Icon, I think. Let's go. You know what? I like this band because they're not doing the whole slam thing. They're not doing the whole beat down slam thing. They're just they're taking it back to the old school, just e-chug breakdowns, man. Let's go. Wow. Let's go. Where are we going? Pure kill switch in a lot of moments here. These dudes have to listen to kill switch. Heavy. Bow, wow, wow. Next up, which I think this will blend into the title track. We've got the title track, a eulogy for those still here, coming up. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, listening to Counterparts. This is track 5 of 11, alright? Let me just give you a heads up. This isn't actually the official Counterparts playlist. It's entitled Full Album Playlist. So you correct me if this is like in a different order. But we had a volume swell from Unwavering Vow, which was track number 4. So that means I assume it flows into this tune. Let's just jump straight in. Title track, let's go. Track 5. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. Wow, what a tempo change there. What a way to break that tempo down. I think this is a fantastic band. I think this is a really good band, man. Oh my god, man. Wow. The whole thing is there's a heavy emo element to this. Like a 2000s emo. The clean vocal, and then you've got the screaming guy. I assume we might have two different vocalists. The clean guy might be on the guitars, if not the drummer. Sometimes it's the drummer. But that trade-off gives me this 2000s emo. And not like, you know, it's not like your traditional roots, or it's emo music. Not in that sense, but like the whole Scene Kid emo thing. The Brutal Kid thing, man. And I'm here for that. I'm completely here for that. Like that Hawthorne Heights shit, mate. Oh. Fading it out there. That was great. That was great. This is great. I'm really enjoying this. Next up, we've got Skin Beneath a Scar, okay, which is going to be track number 6. Nice, smooth listen, this. This is a real easy listen. Let's keep going. Skin Beneath a Scar coming up. I'll see you there. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Counterparts tonight. The record in question is entitled A Eulogy for Those Still Here. It's devoted to my man Joel, who's recommended I check this record out via the Patreon. And I'm very happy he has done so. So let's keep on moving. Track number 6, a relatively short one. Not the shortest on the record, but it's a short one at 2 minutes 38. Let's go. Skin Beneath a Scar. Could be an interlude. The drummer doesn't need to go so ham on them fills. I actually really enjoy that. Drummers sort of what we call quite creating quite the contrast of the general atmosphere and feel to the sound we're going for, and just throwing in these crazy fills, man. These excitement of drum fills. You're grooving out, man. Let's go. Come on. It's funny because vocals like them, right, are very emo, but you have this. I mean, it's not reinvented the wheel. It's been happening for so many years now. You've had this emo element that's come into like rap music, like alternate rap music. This emo vocal line over the top of like booming 808s and this, that, and that. And it's very much like that, which goes to show like the vocal can. What am I saying, right? A good vocal is a good vocal. Let's go fast. Reminds me of that Mario Judy, you know. That was a nice little brief number. I thought we were going to be clean throughout the entirety of that. I actually thought we were just going to be broken chord, instrumental interlude throughout it. This sound here reminds me, it sounds like that reminds me of one song. My favourite like instrumental interlude when it comes to this style of music. There was a song called Pouring Rain from As Blood Runs Black album. I think the record was called Allegiance or something. As Blood Runs Black to me was like the deathcore sound. Like that is the deathcore sound. That is like the foundational just sound of deathcore in my personal opinion. Just drop C. Just like let's call it incredibly basic because they weren't breaking any boundaries with the sound they had, but they just did everything perfect as far as deathcore was concerned on that record, in my opinion. And they had a track called Pouring Rain, which was just like broken chords, but it was fantastic, magnificent. We've got Sworn to Silence coming up next. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. Counterparts, a Eulogy, for those still here, is the title of this record, and this song is entitled Sworn to Silence. It's track 7 of 11. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ba-da-da-da-da. You can tell these dudes are more melodically adjusted purely down to the fact that when we hear a blast beat, it comes and goes within the space of like 2 seconds. They never hold on to the blast. It's a bit too noisy, which is crazy because from the outside looking in, as a record like this is like pretty insane as far as like how aggressive and how loud it is, but as far as the genre is concerned, this is very well melodic. As far as metal is concerned, this is, well, extreme metal per se. It's very melodic. Come on. Dun dun. Dun. Come on. Brilliant. Brilliant. We even had a chorus section in that one. We even had a chorus section, can you believe it? What mirrors might reflect is coming up next. What an enjoyable experience this is. Let's keep going. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, signing in. What mirrors might reflect is the title of this one. It's track number 8 of 11. Let's jump straight in. It goes out to Joel. Come on. Oh, Pop Punk 101. Where are we going? Let's go. Come on. This band has got a great use of technicality because it's technical whilst not being like overt and being like too tech and being just like, wow, it sounds good, but it doesn't sound pleasing. This band's got a great use of the technical elements as to where they're clearly a tech band within reason, but they're not a technical band, you know. It's not worthy of banging it into the description of the genre of the band, which is good. Come on. Yo, let me give a shout out to Joel as well for actually recommending some new records, because generally we tend to just, well, I'll be fair with you. The last record we did was Overkill, and well, it was an album by Overkill. It was like their 16th album, and that was put out in 2012. So that was relatively modern. But Joel's recommended me a few acts which have put out records as recent as now. This was what, 2022? 2022, so that's super modern. So to actually hear what's going on nowadays in these particular realms is pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, instead of just listening to the classics all the time, you know? Let's go. Bruh, this lead guitarist has to have his guitar up here. I can't be doing no guitar down there with these tight licks, man. I feel anxious even listening to how composed and tight you have to be on the fretboard to play some of this stuff. Let's go. I'll tell you a band. I don't know where they went from that. I assume they're a sort of band who sort of created more of a pop sound as they went on. I think they might still be going. But initially when they came out with like 5-track EP, the North Stands for Nothing, it was called. I think they were from were they from Sheffield? While She Sleeps, man. While She Sleeps, metalcore act who came up with some fantastic melodic ideas. Really good. We had a couple of bands around here that tried to do the whole While She Sleeps metalcore thing, and they weren't too bad, to be honest with you. They weren't too bad. All of the bands had songs with ocean in their name, sea in their name. All just like, for some strange reason, water-based song titles. Come on. Let's go. Very nice. Very nice. Good tune. Good tune. I'll see you on the flip side. We've got Soil. Is it Soil 2? Coming up next. Alright. A brief one at 2 minutes 23. Shortest on the record. Yes, now bless now. Don't forget to rest now. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Soil 2 is the title of this one. Without further ado, let's keep on moving. Track number 9. Could this be an instrumental? It's a short one at 2:25. Get back. Nice brief little number there. I'd argue it was a little bit of an interlude. It was a little bit of an interlude leading us into the next two tunes, which are quite long for this album in particular. Last one almost verges on 5 minutes, and this is going to feed into track number 10, Flesh to Fill Your Wounds. Alright, we got wounds referenced. Oh no, I thought it was referenced twice. We listened to Overkill last, and there was a wound song on there. But let's keep on moving. This might be a good one at 91,000 views compared to the others. You know, the people are listening to this one. Flesh to Fill Your Wounds coming up next. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV, listening to Counterparts, track 10 of 11, Flesh to Fill Your Wounds. Alright, we're listening to Eulogy. For those still here, let's go. More. Let's go. This band has an incredible use of two guitarists. This is how two guitarists need to be used, man. This is perfect. The rhythm guitars always... Like, what lack of two guitars we have on one particular idea, the bass guitarist emphasizes with that rhythm guitar, do you know? So, yeah, it's just perfect. It works out very well. We got Under Oath in the related video. Should I check some Under Oath out next? Under Oath is one of them bands. I think I had one Under Oath record downloaded on my iPod back in the day. I can't remember which one it was though. Wow, that's pop punk as hell, eh? Come on. The guitar work on this song is incredible, man. And the timing and the way it's structured is fantastic. It's very disjointed and very higgledy-piggledy at times, but they make it work. They don't exist in that space long enough for it to for me, bopping my head, to lose composure, because it just kicks straight back in after that little tiny noodle they'll throw in. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Whoa! That was good. That was good. That was good. That might have been the best one on the record. That might have been the best song. Might have been the best one. Might have been the best one. The guitar work was fantastic. Really good. And then we're going to bleed into the last track. There's a lot of bleeding into tracks on this record. So we've got a Mass Grave of Saints coming up. Let's not waste no time. Let's just listen to it, yeah? There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, finalising this record with track 11 of 11. Counterparts, a eulogy for those still here, is what we've been listening to. It was recommended on the Patreon by my good friend Joel, the metalcore connoisseur. I'm going to know him as from here on. This is the last song. A Mass Grave of Saints. The last song we heard was Flesh to Fill Your Wounds, which I think was the best song on the record. But there's one chance for me to take that back. Let's find out what this is. Longest one at 4 minutes 53. Longest song on the record. Just seeing in my related videos, Logan Paul 2 days ago interviewed Donald Trump on his podcast. You know what? I am quite intrigued. Probably won't watch all of it, but I might actually flick it on just to see a bit of background noise, I suppose. Hate him or love him, I do find him quite entertaining. You're just picking one of two cards from the same hand at the end of the day, and it with the two-party system, it doesn't necessarily create a resolution to many problems. Great dynamic there, wow. I love this sound. This sound is everything, man. Let's go. Okay. So that song definitely served purpose as an outro. That was an outro song. That was written with purpose. That was an outro song, no doubt. That was a Mass Grave of Saints, and that was the last track off of this record. So I'm going to do another video now where I give you my final overview, and I'll rate this record out of 10. And I'll meet you there, okay? I'll see you there, people. Peace. Yes, now bless now, people. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. Early morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Just finished this record off. It's the weekend. Yo, you know what? For the first time, I'm sober. Can you believe it? It's the weekend, it's 2 in the morning, and I'm sober. So let me give myself a pat on the back for listening to a little bit of music with a clean conscience. Eulogy for Those Still Here was the title of this record. It was a record put out by Counterparts not so long back in 2022. It's recommended on the Patreon by Joel, who puts me onto some of the better metalcore acts I've ever listened to, in all fairness. I was going to say I've come across, but I've not come across these records. It's Joel who's put me onto them. 11 tracks, arguably 10, considering the first one is like 38 seconds. Introduction to the record doesn't necessarily serve much purpose. Could have been placed at the start of the first track on the same track. But with that being said, this was a cool record. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Joel put forward that it was melodic. As far as metalcore is concerned, it was melodic. And yeah, it definitely was melodic. Was it melodic in a post-hardcore sort of sense? No. It was melodic in a... Heck, who am I trying to fool? Yeah, you know what? I'd go as far as saying post-hardcore elements. I'd say post-hardcore elements. Who am I trying to fool? So, bit more atmosphere. Bit more minor scale malarkey. If it wasn't like noodling around on the minor scale, I can't tell you much more than that, because theoretically speaking, I don't know much about guitar scales. But there was a great atmosphere to the record. It was nice to hear a band that didn't rely on slams and beatdowns. The breakdown was just e-chug. It was a very 2000s homage record. And I say that because these bands and these sounds connect with me, because these are, my youthful teenage years, when I was getting into alternate music and scenes. Metalcore and metalcore made a change from the 90s into a more mainstream variant, and infused with emo and all these different cool genres that were really taking the lead in like the MySpace generation, and really creating these awesome sounds. And this is definitely a visit back to them times, albeit modernized, because we've got way more polished production and different ideas that you might not necessarily seen as boldly back then. But lead guitarists stole the show on this record. Lead guitars were absolutely pristine, fantastic, structurally speaking, really good. These dudes could put like blazing, nonsensical, timed moments into this work, into this project, and have them flow and have them finalize and have them come across completely natural, and just these dudes just knew how to push the boundary a little bit without making it too eccentric, without making it too abnormal, because it still remains a good listening experience for me, the listener. And that's important. I understand bands have an outlet and bands can be as creative as they want to be, but they can cut out a lot of the market, they can cut out a lot of the fan base by doing that, because if I can't follow it, you make me feel stupid, so I don't want to listen to the music. But great technical capabilities of the band. Guitar tones were really cool. Not drop tuned to like hell and back, like relatively high tuning, which was nice to hear. Drummer was really good. The drummer was really good. In particular, the fills. He didn't go out of his way to show off all the time, but when he hit a nice drum fill, you could hear a nice drum fill. Vocals were really good. Great contrast between clean singing vocals and harsh vocals. Really good contrast. We had clean guitar bits in contrast to like the distorted malarkey. And fantastic atmosphere. I think the atmosphere on the record's really good. I think when it comes to the whole melodic aspect, when it comes to the whole post-hardcore aspect, that middle ground, that soft essence, that big open wall of sound space that the band can create, if not like during the clean guitar bits with the reverb drenched clean guitars. I think that's very important when it comes to this particular sound, and I'd imagine it was hard to pull off, but this band pulled it off. If I'm to rate this record, I'll give it an 8 out of 10 straight up. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it a good rating. Not necessarily my sound, but as far as nostalgic reasons, already we're hitting a decent number purely for nostalgic purposes. Second, because like the idea that sounds like this is still like prominent is crazy to me in a very positive way. I thought it's a sound that would have died out, or at least in the 2010s. Well, not even, because I commented on like While She Sleeps and stuff like that. These bands were still, actually these bands were blooming. What am I saying? These bands were coming out of the dirt when it comes to the 2010, 2011, 2012. I referenced in the listen through about plural bands. I was in the scene when the plural thing was really bloody flying. More so than ever, let's say, because I know it was a thing, but more so than ever. Everyone was starting a plural band, and this definitely fulfills that criteria. So 8 out of 10. I think it was brilliant. Nostalgic purposes, technical purposes, production purposes, cohesive band purposes. Bassist didn't really flourish too much, but that was rightfully so, because that bassist had a job, and that was to back up that rhythm guitar when that lead guitar sort of went off and did his own thing. We still needed presence, we still needed depth in the rhythm, we still needed that chunky factor, and the bassist sort of did that. Next video, we're going to see if there's a Wikipedia page for this record, and we're going to see if there's interesting facts to discuss. I'll see you there, and if I don't find one, I won't see you there. Alright, peace.